Israelites, according to the Bible. You ain't no Egyptian. You ain't no Nubian. You ain't no African. We ain't no Jehovah's Witness, Christian, Islamic, Muslim. We ain't none of that. We the Israelites, we God's chosen people, and it's time for our people to wake up, repent, and keep the commandments of God. Let's open up with Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. A lot of our people don't know that we are a chosen people of God. And the reason why we're in the conditions we're in is because we continue to break the commandments of God. Listen to this, read.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. But there are an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Who the Lord talking to? He talking to you so-called Negroes in Memphis. You Native Americans in Memphis. You Hispanics in Memphis. Read that again.
But there are an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
The Lord said we are holy people unto him. Read.
The Lord thy God have chosen thee.
He said the Lord chose thee. The Lord chose you so-called African Americans. Read.
The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people.
He said the Lord chose you so-called African Americans to be a special people unto himself above all people. But are we above all people? No. Why are we not above all people? Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. Let's see why we ain't above all people. Let's see why all the nations ruling over us. Let's see why the Arabs ruling over our people. Why the Chinese ruling over our people. Why the white man ruling over our people. The East Indians ruling over our people. Read that. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1 and 2.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
It says it shall come to pass if you listen to the voice of the Lord thy God. Because I'm going to tell you something, man. Y'all Negroes think you blessed. You ain't blessed. You ain't blessed, and you are living in another man's land, eating another man's food, living in another man's house. They don't make you blessed. Read that again.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
You hear that? It said Moses told the Israelites, which who you so-called black people are, you are the Israelites the Bible speaks of. Moses told the Israelites, if we keep God's commandments, he said he's going to set us above all nations on the earth. Read.
Verse 2, and all these blessings shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So our people think they are blessed people, but you don't keep no commandments, you are not blessed. Just because you got just because you driving a year 2018 car, that don't mean you blessed. You just worked your tail off for it. That's it. They don't make you blessed. It's impossible for you to sit up there to be blessed. They prey on the young black men in your communities. They locking them up, and you think you're blessed. You ain't blessed. Read.
Verse 3.
Read verse 2 again.
Verse 2. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So he said, if you listen to the commandments of God, all these blessings going to come upon you and overtake you. But let's see what happens if we disobey the commandments of God. Verse 15.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So now, Moses told the Israelites, if you don't want to listen to God, read.
Unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments.
If you don't want to listen to God, if you don't want to keep his commandments, read.
Which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So Moses told you so-called black people, if you don't want to listen to God's commandments, all these curses gonna come upon you and overtake you. Read.
Verse 16, cursed shall thou be in the city.
Who populate the poorest communities in the city? Who glorified the ghettos? And who communities got the highest crime rates? Who communities got the highest STD rates? Read that again.
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
God said your city's going to be cursed wherever you so-called Negroes dwell. You go to Chicago, the crime rate high. Wherever Negroes dwell. You come to Memphis, the crime rate high. Wherever our people at, the crime rate high. The STD rate high. Why? Because you don't want to listen and keep the commandments of God.
Right.
Then you wonder why bad stuff keep happening to our people.
Right.
You wonder why, just like the other day, 2 black men got killed at McDonald's. Was 2 black men get killed at McDonald's? Guarantee you 2 black men got shot at McDonald's. Who shot him? I guarantee you, I bet that it was another black man that shot him. For real, it's time for our people to wake up, repent, and keep the commandments of God. For real. The white man getting tired of the nonsense that's going on in your communities. And now he passing laws to come and take these communities back. But guess what? When they come and get ready to war up against us, where you going to be at? You going to be fighting one another?
Bring it out.
We the only nation of people that fight one another, but they can't come together on nothing.
Bring it out.
That's why you think in the 60s. In the 60s, our people was together. You know what I'm saying? That's why you know that it was a plot to sit up there to destroy black unity, to destroy black family. Think about it. You had Martin Luther King stepping up speaking for our people. You had Malcolm X step up speaking for our people. And they killed both of them men. The last line of defense that we had for black unity in the 60s was who? The Black Panthers. And then they came and shut the Black Panthers down too.
Bring it out.
But since you want to be divided, now you divided on once another. They said, look, we destroyed black unity. Let's put the drugs in the communities now. Let's put the guns in the communities now. Let's promote gang banging. Let's promote whoredom. Let's promote all these things to keep them divided against each other. And that's why we cursed in the city. We divided in our own communities. You go to the Chinese community together. Then they community come together and then they create Chinatown. The same for the East Indians. All other nations know how to come together and rule their communities, but us. Read that.
Cursed shall I be in the city, and cursed shall I be in the field.
He said, cursed shall you be in the city, and cursed shall you be in the field. Who was cursed in cotton fields to pick cotton?
Bring it out.
Who picked sugar cane?
That's right.
For real, who picked tobacco? We was cursed in the field. We was cursed on the plantations. We worked sun up to sundown for no money, no pay. Why? Because we broke the commandments of God. Read that again.
Cursed shall I be in the city.
We populate the poorest communities in any city you go to, read.
And cursed shall I be in the field.
We was the ones who was cursed, was put in the slave fields to work sun up to sundown without no pay. Why? Because we broke the commandments of God. Read on.
Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store.
Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. Where your business is at? Where your stores at, black man?
Right.
Where your stores at? We don't even own the businesses in our community.
Bring it out.
How in the hell we the ones spending the most money in our community, but we don't own the businesses in our community?
Bring it out.
And I see the majority of black people out here right now, but black people don't own whatever the hell that is, IGB, Rental Center, Family Dollar, the Cherokee Health Center, the beauty supply store, the Rainbow, the Vinnie Mart, the Kroger, the Cricket. Black people don't own none of that. We don't own none of that, but guess what? All our money being spent there. Read that again.
Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store.
So God said, since you want to break my commandments, your business is going to be cursed. Your store is going to be destroyed. For real though, where your banks at, black man? Where your black-owned banks at? We ain't got no black-owned banks. We don't got no institutions where we can put and keep our money at. We don't got no stores where we manufacture our own food. You gotta go to the white man and get his food. You don't even manufacture your own cars. You gotta drive the white man cars that he build. But y'all love this place though. Oh, this life, you living a life. That's because you riding a Corvette, that don't mean you living a life.
Bring it out.
That's because you riding a Benz, that don't mean you living a life.
Bring it out.
That's because you riding a Lac or Impala, that don't mean you living a life.
Bring it out.
For real though, our people is cursed. Yeah, you paying a car note on these things. Read what you got.
Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store.
God said curse gonna be where your banks at. I mean, where your stores at. Where your business is at. God said you're gonna be cursed. Read on.
Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body.
He said curse shall be the fruit of thy body. The fruit of the body is talking about your kids. Read on.
And the fruit of thy land.
The fruit of thy land. Sis, where our land at? We got land? No, we don't. Yeah, in Israel, that's it. And guess who? I'm gonna show you something about that. Hold that real quick, Luke.
Bring it out.
Hell, we got, that's our, Israel is our homeland, but guess what? Hell, we can't go there now. Give me Luke 14. I want the one trotting down. What I'm looking for?
Luke 21.
Yeah, Luke 21, 24.
Luke chapter 21, verse 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword.
So in 70 AD, when Roman generals Titus and Vespasian, they came to Jerusalem, they destroyed Jerusalem with an onslaught. Read.
and shall be led away captive unto all nations.
Then the Jews was led away captive into all nations. We fled throughout the west coast of Africa. Some of us went to Sierra Leone, some of us went to Liberia, some of us went to Uganda, some of us went to Morocco. When some of us went to Morocco, believe it or not, we set up there, we got on ships and came to America.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the truth right there. Read on.
And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles.
So we got land in Israel, but it said Jerusalem going to be trodden down by the Gentiles. Read.
Until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
To the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. Had the time of the Gentiles been fulfilled yet? No, it hasn't been fulfilled. They still in rulership. They still trodden down the land. Trodden means to be walking up in it. They walking up in the land. We ain't walking up in the land. Matter of fact, our people that's in Dimona, Israel, they don't even stay in Jerusalem. They stay outside in Dimona. You know what I'm saying? They stay on a nuclear power plant. You know what I'm saying? In order for them to get citizenship, they young men had to fight for the Israelis in the army. So you know what I'm saying? So that's how you know, hey, it ain't even not time to go back there yet. Our people just came from there.
Right.
Go right back to Deuteronomy 28, verse 18. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 18. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body.
So the fruit of thy body talking about our kids. Look the way our kids act and run the streets. Read.
And the fruit of thy land.
The fruit of thy land and our crops. We don't got no crops. We got to go to Kroger and buy whatever food they got. Whoever putting the food up in the stores. But them ain't our crops we eat. Read on.
The increase of thy kind.
The increase of our kind. That's talking about our cattle. Think about your beef. Think about your meats that you eat. You got to go to another nation of people to get there. Read on.
And the flocks of thy sheep.
And the flocks of thy sheep. Read on.
Verse 19.
Now get down to verse 32.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Because we refuse to keep the commandments of God, our sons and daughters, that was given to another people. Another race of people. They was given to the hands of the white man. How you doing, bruh? Come on over here, bruh. Come on over here, sis. You can come around closer to him. We ain't gonna bite you. Don't worry about the camera. Look, hey, bro, what we out here doing, bro? We showing our people that we are the Israelites according to the Bible. Now, when you look at this sign, you see that it's 12 tribes of Israel. These are the sons of Jacob right here. Now, when we went into slavery, our names was changed. I'm going to show you that. Now, Moses told the Israelites this was going to happen to his people. His chosen people if they break the commandments of God. Verse 37.
Verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword.
A proverb and a byword. What's a byword? Meaning you're going to be called outside your name, nicknames and pet expressions. What type of bywords they call our people? Nigga. What else they called us? Coons. Yep, hey, African American. That's a byword. You ain't African or you ain't no American. Because Africa is named over Scipios Africanus, Leo Scipios Africanus. America is named after America Vespucci. So you don't come from neither one of them, don't it? You don't come from two different white men. So read that again.
And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
Man, any land you go to, any land the Negro go to, they got bywords that they call our people by.
Right.
The reason why that happened to us because we broke the commandments of God. Jump back up to 32, read.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Just like he said, our sons and daughters shall be given to another people. Look at this sign right here. This our sons and daughters being given to another race of people. Our sons and daughters being given to the white man, sold on auction blocks. You can go downtown right now, still an auction block standing down there today where they used to auction our people off at. What we read Bible prophecy.
That's right.
Everything that happened to our people was prophesied in the Bible. And the reason why it happened to us because we broke the commandments of God.
That's right.
Read.
And thine eyes shall look and fell with longing for them all the day long.
He said, look, all you're going to do when they take your sons and daughters from you, you just going to be sad. Your eyes going to look and fell with longing for them. Read.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
There ain't going to be no type of power in your hand. When they came to the west coast of Africa to get our sons and daughters, did we have power to get them back? I'm asking you something right now. If CPS was to come and take your child, the white man, he said, I want to take your child for whatever reason he want to take it for. You think we have the power to give them back? No. We ain't going to have the power. We'll have to go through hell fighting to try to get our kids back. So we don't got no power to stand up against our enemy. Why? Because what was their blessing? Give me his blessing in Genesis 26. I'm going to show you the blessing of Esau. Esau is the so-called white man. That's his biblical name. His name was changed to Edom. Give me Genesis 27.
Genesis chapter 27, verse 40.
Now look, check this out. I'm going to give you the blessing of the white man. Read.
Genesis chapter 27, verse 39. And Isaac his father answered and saying unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth.
So this Esau, he said, look, your dwelling going to be the fatness of the earth. Meaning, look, you're going to live in the best places on earth. Do not the white man live in the best places on earth? Read.
And of the dew of heaven from above.
And he said, you're going to be everywhere. The dew of heaven is everywhere. Read on.
And by thy sword.
He said, but how he going to get these best places on earth? Read that.
And by thy sword.
And by thy sword, read.
Shalt thou live.
Who live by the sword? The white man. Think about, see, America. America was established when? 1776. Now we just finna deal with from the time America established. From 1776 all the way up to now, they have known no peace. They've been at war every year. Every year. Wow, what's his blessing? Read that again.
And by thy sword shall I live.
They say, by thy sword shall I live. Now let me prove that Esau is the so-called white man the Bible is talking about. Read.
And by thy sword.
Genesis 25 and 23.
Genesis.
Hey, so do we got the Sarah, Rebecca, Jacob, and Esau posted? Do we got that out here? Read.
Genesis chapter 25, verse 23.
Now I'm going to give you the birth of Esau. Read.
And the Lord said unto her, Two nations are in thy womb.
So now, the Lord told Rebecca, you got two nations in your womb. Read. That means two nations mean two different nationalities. These going to be two different type of people. So she was pregnant with twins. But the Lord said these twins going to come out to be two different nations. Read.
And two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
He said two manner of people going to be separated. That means they're going to be nothing alike. Read on.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
He said one nation of people going to be stronger than the other nation of people. Right. Now when you think about it, genetically, we stronger than the white man. Hell, we stronger than all nations. Our women look better than them. Our men look better than them. It is black is blue. You know what I'm saying? But guess who? They taught you to hate your hair. They taught you to hate your nose. They taught you to hate your lips. They taught you to hate everything about you. But you're beautiful though. Read on.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
So it said the elder are going to serve the younger. Esau's supposed to serve Jacob. But since we brought the commandments of God, now we serving Esau. Read on.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. Read. And the first came out red.
Now the first twin came out red. Look at the brother. Yeah, he said the first came out red what?
And the first came out red all over like an hairy garment.
Now it ain't hard to understand what nation of people is red on this planet. Who red on this planet Earth? Because they ain't really white, right? They really red. They pink. You know what I'm saying? They really red. Read on.
And they called his name Esau.
Now they called his name Esau. So that's why we were saying Esau is the so-called white man the Bible speaks of. Now let's see how take a look when he came out. Read.
And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel.
Why didn't give no color for Jacob? I mean, why didn't give Jacob description? Because Jacob looked just like everybody else. Get Genesis chapter 2, verse 7. Jacob looked like everybody else from the beginning of time. But he described Esau. Now I'm going to tell you, I just left Sierra Leone, West Africa, 3 weeks ago. I never seen so many albino people in our life. The white people come from us. It is what it is.
That's right.
These folks, I just left Africa, West Africa. It's thousands of them everywhere. You can't miss them. They got blonde hair. They got everything on them blonde though. You know what I'm saying? They got different color eyes. But the crazy part, these are our people though. Remember, Esau went to become another nation of people. Even so, it's like, you know, when you go over there, you'll see the truth that, okay, we birthed the white race. It is what it is. Read what you got.
Genesis chapter 2, verse 7. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground.
And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground. What color is the dust of the ground? Look at the dust of the ground. Different shades of brown. Because we ain't black.
That's right.
Just like they ain't white. They red, we brown. We different shades of brown. I know I'm probably the blackest person out here right now. But believe it or not, I'm just dark brown. That's it. We different shade. She a different shade of brown. You a different shade of brown. He a different shade of brown. He a different. All of us. We different shades of brown.
That's right.
Read that again.
And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the
So
ground.
Jacob looked like everybody else from the beginning of the time. Everybody was beginning. Everybody was black on the planet Earth in the beginning. There's like a lot of people like to say Africa is the motherland. When Africa ain't the motherland, go to Galatians 4:26. Now, listen to me. The motherland is in Africa. It's in Northeast Africa. You know what I'm saying? It's the land of Jerusalem. Read.
Galatians chapter 4, verse 26.
Read.
But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
It's the mother of us all. So they sit up there trying to call Israel the Middle East. That's a lie. Israel is the land of Canaan. Canaan was located in Africa. Canaan was a son of Ham. That was the land that God gave to us. So the motherland is in Northeast Africa, in the land of Israel. Read that again.
But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
That's where the Garden of Eden was at right there. That's why we trying to get our land back. They know we was the first people on the planet Earth. They know that. For real though, everything, look, they genes is recessive to everything on this planet Earth.
Right.
But God said, look, go back to Deuteronomy 7 and 6. So it's important that we learn this truth. We learn who we are. A lot of people look at the Bible and they say, oh, this religion. This ain't religion. We ain't religious. This is our history right here. You getting our biblical history. We always kept records of our people.
That's right.
Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. But thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy
He
God.
said, you're holy people to me. Read.
The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Now look, when you say somebody above all people, what is the term that somebody called that today? When you say, oh, they better than everybody else, we this, we that, we the greatest, we stronger, we this, what's the term they use for that today? Think about it. They're always saying it all the time when you sit up there and you get to speaking about another race of people. And you saying you better than that race of people. What's the term they use today? They say we racist. They say we racist. They say you racist when you try to sit up there and exalt your race above another race. But God, read that again. Listen to this.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
Bring it on.
But thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
God chose us above all people that's upon the place of the earth. Believe it or not, he only our God. Go to Joel 2 and 27. He
Joel.
only our God. Read.
Joel chapter 2, verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
So he said, look, you need to know I'm in the midst of Israel. Read.
And that I am the Lord your God, and none
He
else.
said, I'm the Lord your God and none else. Does that mean he everybody God? Is he everybody God, bruh? Hold on, listen to this again. Listen. Listen to what the Bible says. See, they ain't gonna never read this in church.
That's right.
See, that's the problem. We go to church, they sing a few songs, they'll quote a few scriptures out the Bible. They won't never explain them what nothing means. And then what they sit up there and do, the collection plate come around. That collection plate, hey, they get that money. They gonna get that paper. Read that again.
Joel chapter 2, verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your
He
God,
said, I'm the Lord your God. Read.
and none else.
And none else. The word your is possessive.
That's right.
God said, I'm your God, ain't nobody else God. But look, a lot of people be like, hey, that's the Old Testament. Let's see what the New Testament say. Hebrews 8, verse 8. Let's see if anything changed when Christ came. Because I'm going to tell you what they're going to say. Well, that was the Old Testament. God did only love the Israelites. He wasn't nobody else God. But when Christ came, now everybody can be grafted in. That's a lie. I'm telling you, hey, now that's the truth though. Every knee will bow. All nations gonna bow down, and guess who they're gonna bow down to? They're gonna bow down to Christ and the Israelites. For real, they're gonna bow, because the people that's claiming to be the Jews that's in Israel now, they ain't the real Jews. Them imposters over there in our land. Them are the Gentiles that's trying to land down. Read that.
Hebrews chapter 8, verse 8. for finding fault with them.
So he found fault with us. Why? We kept breaking his commandments. Read.
He said, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and the house of Judah.
He said, I'm going to make a new covenant with the house of Israel and the house of Judah.
That's right.
Did this say this? Now look, I want you to look at this sign. This is the house of Judah right here. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. These three tribes made up the Jews. These are black people. Judah make up the so-called American blacks, Benjamin the West Indian blacks, Levi the Haitians. Now, these the Northern Kingdom tribes right here. So when he said the house of Israel and the house of Judah, he talking about the Israelites, the 12 tribes of Israel.
Bring it out.
That's who the new covenant. Read that again.
For finding fault with them, behold, he said, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of
So he
Israel
said, I'm going to make a new covenant with the house of Israel. Read.
and the house of
About
Judah,
the sons of Jacob.
That's
Read.
right.
not according to the
Hold
covenant,
on, it didn't say nobody else right there.
not according
It
to the
didn't say
covenant.
no other nation. It didn't say Edom. Edom is the so-called white man. It didn't say Moab or Ammon. Moab or Ammon is the so-called Chinese man. These they biblical names.
That's right.
Just like you can't go into the Bible and find African American. What is your biblical name? It was 18 nations recorded in this Bible. Those same 18 nations are on the earth still to this day. What nation are you? We the nation of Israel.
Bring it out.
We are the Israelites according to the Bible.
That's right.
The white man is the nation of Edom.
Bring it out.
The Chinese, Ammon. The Arabs, Ishmael. Who I'm leaving out? The East
Elam.
Indians. The East Indians, they Elam. You know what I'm saying? They the Elamites. So their names is recorded in the Bible. Our name is recorded in the Bible, but guess what the white man said? I'm going to confuse them. Call them African Americans.
That's right.
Now you're looking in the Bible, you don't see nowhere where it say African American in the Bible. But you'll see what say Greek in the Bible. You're like, hold on. You'll see what say, it talks about, matter of fact, when you deal with the first 5 books of Moses, all of those books took place in Africa. The majority of that history took place in Africa right there. Remember, the Israelites went into Egypt 70 deep. They became over 100-some thousand to 1 million strong, living in the land of Egypt. That's Africa right there. Living amongst other black people in the land of Goshen. Read.
Not according to the covenant that I made with their
So
fathers.
we still dealing with the covenant. So the covenant that he made with our fathers, he gave us the covenant of sacrifice. We don't sacrifice animals no more for sin. Why?
Right.
Because Christ came and died for our sins.
That's
Read.
right.
And the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continue not in my
We
covenant.
didn't continue in that covenant. Read.
And I regarded them not, saith the Lord. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days,
Read.
saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their heart.
So he said, this is the covenant I'm going to make with them. Notice he didn't say no other people. Read on.
And I will be to them.
Hold on. And I'm going to be to them, what?
And I will be to them a God.
Did it say everybody? So I'm going to be to them a God. That's about the house of Israel, the nation of Israel. Read.
And they shall be to me a people.
And they shall be to me a people.